Hello, in this video we'll try to learn quadratic equations. So let us see how a quadratic equation looks like. So a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. Now in this equation, just one note, a cannot be equal to 0. Think about it. If a equal to 0, what is going to happen? There will be no x square term, then it will be only a linear equation. So it will not be a quadratic equation if a is 0. So now let us see one property, zero product property. So zero product property. Now let us see what is zero product property. Let's say I have two mathematical expressions. So let's say one mathematical expression is A, another mathematical expression is B. Now let's for some example that that A is what, 2x plus 3, and B is, let's say, x minus 5. So I just wrote simple expression. So let's say these two expression A and B are in product form and the product is equal to 0. Okay, so if the product of two mathematical expression, if the product of two mathematical expression is 0, then I can say that A equal to 0 or B equal to 0, or I can write in this case A in this case is 2x plus 3 equal to 0, or B means x minus 5 equal to 0. So this is in nutshell zero product property. Okay, so now let us try to solve quadratic equation. Now we are going to use 4 different methods to solve quadratic equation. Now in the first method, we'll try to solve quadratic equation by factoring. Okay, so as you can see in the title of this lecture, so we'll try to solve quadratic equation by factoring. So let us try to choose a problem. So let's say I have 2x square plus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. So this is a given quadratic equation, and as you can see, this is ax square plus bx minus c equal to 0. Now we are going to solve it by factoring. Now how we are going to do factoring? So let us see the different steps. First of all, what you do is you take the first term and the last term. So let's multiply. So let's multiply the first term 2x square multiplied the last term is negative 3, and I got what, negative 6x square. So this is the product of my first term and last term. Now let us look at the middle term. Okay, so I am going to try to write down the middle term such a way. So let us try to see what I can do with the middle term 5x. Now I'm going to divide the 5x. Okay, and let us see, there are many ways I can divide. So what is the way? 5x is x plus 4x, and I can write 5x is what, 2x plus 3x, and I can write 5x is what, 3x plus 2x. So that's already I have written. So now another is I can write 6x minus x, which is also 5x. I can write 7x minus 2x, and on and on and on. Okay, so that is the way I can actually divide 5x into many different way. Now let us see which way I am going to follow. So now what I am going to do is I am going to multiply this both the terms. So x multiplied by 4x, I got 4x square. Now look at here, this 4x square is not equal to that negative 6x square. Now let us see the second one. 2x multiplied by 3x gives me 6x square. Now look at this, compare it. 6x square with negative 6x square, it is exactly correct except the negative sign. So this is not going to work, this is not going to work. Now let us look at 6x minus x. If I multiply 6x minus x, I get negative 6x square. Now as you can see, exactly this is same. So when you get exactly this same, then I am going to use this one, 6x minus x. So let us write down. So I got 2x square, and 5x I'm going to write what, 6x minus x. So plus 6x minus x, and then minus 3 equal to 0. So what I did nothing except I basically divide 5x into that. So now let's take this 2 first. From these 2 I can take 2x common. If I take 2x common, what I left with? Left with x for the first term. So 2x multiplied by x is 2x square. So I get it. So now if I take 2x out of 6x, I'm left with positive 3. Now if you can back multiply, 2x multiplied by positive 3 is 6x. So I am fine. Now let's take these two terms, negative x, negative 3. So if I take negative 1 common term, I get x plus 3 equal to 0. So now as you can see, from the x plus 3 is a common term. So let me write it down, common term, and I'm left with what? 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Now as you see, I have two mathematical expression in product form, and the product is equal to 0. So exactly this a multiplied by b form. So I can say, so I can write that x plus 3 equal to 0 and or 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so if I do that, so what I get, x equal negative 3, and here I got 2x equal to 1, so x equal to half. So my solution to this problem is, so what is my solution? Solution to this problem is negative 3 and half. So I solved this quadratic equation using the factoring method. So this is one problem. Okay, so let us try to solve another problem. So let us try to solve the second problem. So let's say I have x square plus 16 equals 8x. Now you need to understand that I need to express my equation into which form? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So in this case, right hand side I want to make it 0, and I want to write x square first, and then x, then the constant term. So here let's see, I have x square plus 16, and I want to make right hand side 0. So if 8x, if I bring it on this side, it will be negative 8x. Now this equation is still not organized in a proper manner, so I'm going to write it in this way. So for first x square, then the x term, and then the constant equal to 0. So now my quadratic equation is in proper format. Now we are going to apply the factoring. Okay, so as I says before, for factoring, what we are going to do, we are going to multiply the first and the last term. So if I multiply first and the last term, I got 16x square. Okay, now let us see how I can divide negative 8x. Okay, so let's write down negative 8x. So how I can write negative 8x? Negative 2x, negative 6x. Now if I multiply these two, I got what? Positive 12x square. That is not going to work. Okay, now let's write down negative 8x is what? Negative 3x, negative 5x. So if I multiply negative 3x with negative 5x, I got positive 15x square. Still not good. Okay, so let me see if I can write negative 8x is what? Negative 4x, negative 4x, and if I multiply negative 4x with negative 4x, I actually got what? 16x square, and that is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so that means what? That means I can write x square is x square, and negative 8x I'm going to write negative 4x and negative 4x, and then plus 16 as it is equal to 0. So as usual, so let's take this first two terms. So if I take x common, so I get x minus 4, and then from this last two term, let's take negative 4 out, so I got x minus 4 equal to 0. So if now what I get, so x minus 4 is common, and then what I get? X and then minus 4 here. Again, as you can see, I have two mathematical expressions. So I have two mathematical expression in product form, and the product is equal to 0. So I can write x minus 4 equal to 0, and the second x minus 4 equal to 0. So I can write x equal to 4, and I can write also x equal to 4. So my solution to the quadratic problem is actually 4. You can write 1/4, that's also fine. So this is the way we are solving quadratic equation in quadratic equation by factoring. So that will be end of this video. In the next video we are going to try to solve quadratic equation in other method. Okay.